How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. In this video, we're going to be looking at the brand new Nick the Trader. So this guy is just like Vic and Rick and all the other traders and just has a different name. And I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. So I'm going to show you guys the best things to buy from him and really the worst things to buy from him. And first of all, where to find him. So you can find him if you go to look at the map and you teleport right here to the Port Sarim Lodestone. After going to the Port Sarim Lodestone, just simply walk north to the jewelry shop and that is where he's at. He is this hunched over person with a cloak on, and there's probably lots of other people near him, so it's kind of easy to find him. Then you simply go over to him and go to buy. So the two main things you want to do here is trade XP and buy. Trade XP, if you've ever done a Vic the Trader type of thing, then you'll understand what this is right away. But if you don't understand what it is, basically you trade in your bonus experience for points, credits, and then you can spend those credits in his shop. So if you look right here, it'll tell you how much it'll give you. Like for example, this 135,000 bonus experience in prayer will give me 70 credits, which is pretty useful. And then if I trade in like this 783,000 bonus experience in construction, that gives me 337 credits. And if I trade 6.4 million runecrafting, it gives me 852 credits. Not a very good deal if you trade multiple, like if you trade a lot of the same bonus experience for one skill, it goes down significantly with how many credits you get. I'll show you an example of that real quickly. So runecrafting, for example, if I go in here, if I am to give him if I am to give him 334,000 runecrafting experience, then he will give me a total of 200 in credits. And that honestly is not a bad deal depending on what skill you're doing it in, but every time that you trade in 200, then it increases how much it costs to buy the next 200. So keep that in mind if you're like trying to stock up points for this, because it'll take more. Also, one really quick note as far as getting bonus experience is that right now it is spotlighted for Heist. If you've never done Heist before, it's actually one of the easiest way to get bonus experience in the entire game. You can AFK it if you go to an AFK world. Just join the friend chat called Minigames, and then you can find AFK worlds where you don't do anything but sit there and then gain bonus experience. This will give you bonus experience for Hunter and Thieving, so it's a great way to get some for Nick the Trader. Then you go into buy, the option for Nick the Trader, and you get to see what you're able to buy in here. So, what do we got here? We've got the Occult Garagin outfit pieces, the Dungeoneering pieces. We got the runecrafting pieces, the Farmer's outfit. All three of these, in my opinion, are not really worth buying. The Farmer's outfit may be, because they are a lot cheaper than the other two, but you can get these two in the game, so it's not really much of a point in buying them in here, because this is actually quite a bit of bonus experience. It costs you roughly 1670, like 1,670 bonus experience gives you 1 credit essentially for the first 200 on your skills. So you can imagine how much it's actually costs in bonus experience to be able to buy the entire suit, because remember, these are master sets, which means you need to have 3 full sets in order to make the 1 master set. So it's quite a bit of bonus experience. Not really worth buying these two, especially because they're much easier just to get in the game. Farmer's outfit, maybe. This is a big maybe, because if you don't have it, then this is actually a pretty good way to get it quickly, because 125 is not too bad. And this is not for the master suit, this is for the regular basic suit. So it's just the regular 5 pieces. So not really that bad of a deal right there. So go ahead and grab this if you don't have it, honestly. Now let's go ahead and skip these. I'll come back to these in a second. Let's go to Alice's Wares. These right here is the brand new thing that we have not seen before, and this right here is going to be able to get you a guaranteed treasure hunter thing. Yeah, treasure hunter rarity thing. So if you buy one of these, you'll get a random prize of that rarity from Treasure Hunter. Now obviously this purple gem is very alluring, because when I first saw this I was like, holy cow, you can buy a purple rarity, which means you can get 200 million gold, or you can get whatever else rare is in there. Here's the deal, guys. In order to get 2,500 credits, you're gonna have to trade anywhere from let's see, a minimum of 2,500 credits. Let's do the quick math on that one. 2,500 times 1670 XP, a minimum of basically a minimum of 4.2 million experience on up. And I've seen someone trade up to 10 million experience for this. So if you really think about it, it's not really that worth it to try to buy the purple gem, actually, because it costs so much credits that you'll be blowing so much bonus experience. You'll be putting yourself further and further back in the game. It's really not worth buying this, despite how cool it actually looks and how it's like, man, I really wish I was able to buy this. It's really not worth buying. So I would actually ignore this entire page. Unfortunately, Alice's Wares are just Alice's scams this time around, but to each their own. If this is exciting to you, then you go ahead and get that. I'm just saying in a general aspect, probably not worth it. Next thing here is Aura Refresh and Life Refresh. Getting an aura refresh for 100 credits is really not that bad of an idea. So if you don't really care about getting more bonus experience or kind of like transferring your bonus experience around, then aura refresh is not bad. Life refresh is not too bad either if you're going to be doing a whole lot of high tier bossing. So yeah, not really that bad. Although 75 credits for these, I don't know. If you're going to be bossing all day long, sure. If you're just going to be bossing a couple times a day, not really worth buying. Coming back to the front page now. The reason why I put the front page to last is because the front page is the best stuff. So let's ignore the large I can't talk at all, holy cow. Let's ignore the large prismatic lamp, because the large prismatic lamp is going to give you just about as much experience as the large prismatic star, except the prismatic lamp is instant experience, the prismatic star is bonus experience. Well, if you're planning on playing RuneScape for any amount of time in the future, you're going to easily be able to crack through your bonus experience, so it's actually way better deal to get the prismatic star. And the Prismatic Star, by the way, is the best thing in the shop to buy this time around. And the reason why is because at 25 credits, that means that you are able to transfer your credits at 1 credit gets you 1651 XP. Bonus XP. So 1,651 bonus experience for every credit you trade in for these large prismatic stars. That is an amazing deal. Like, amazing deal. And the reason why it's so amazing is because you can take skills that don't really need bonus experience, such as prayer, because prayer is already really fast. There's not really much of a reason to put bonus experience into prayer, in all honesty, just because I know there's those people out there that are going to be like, but it saves me money. It's not really going to save you money in the long term because it's so much quicker than other skills that it would be better to take this prayer and, let's say, put it into something else you really don't like training, like rune crafting or woodcutting or divination or fishing, like those slow skills like that. So especially if you're a higher level player, taking the bonus experience out of skills like this is going to be crucial to speeding up your account progress. So for example, what you can do is you can essentially trade for 1 for your first 200. So that's actually what I did right here with my credits. I trade in my bonus experience for 406 credits. I'm going to go ahead and go here and I'm going to go ahead and buy 10 of these, and then we will see what we're able to get. So there's some stars right there. I'm going to go ahead and buy, oh, I can't afford that. Okay, well, I thought it would just try to give me as many as it could, but maybe not. So there we go. I traded my 400 credits right there. I'll probably get some more credits here soon. I'm going to cash those in. Let's see what all this gives me. I think it's going to be quite a bit. Right now, I'm actually working on 120 woodcutting, so I'm going to go ahead and do woodcutting. It's also a fairly slow skill. Even with the daily divine use, it still takes a while. So cashing that in gives me 660,000 experience. Boom! 400 credits gives me 660k bonus experience. That is crazy. It's such a good deal because, like I said, it's basically trading 1 for 1 if you use the large prismatic star. Now keep in mind though, that is assuming level 99 skills. So if you guys do not have 99 skills that you're using the prismatic star in, then please refer to the RuneScape wiki because it will tell you how much it will give you in that skill. If you're under 99, it's not going to be a 1 for 1 trade. Most likely it'll be a less, but still probably a pretty good deal. The last thing here is the large combat dummy crate. Now this is actually not that bad at all. The large combat dummy crate gives you 7 elite dummies, and if you use these during bonus experience time, like the double experience weekend, you actually get quite a bit of experience from one of these things. You will actually get more value, like overall total experience. You'll actually get more, most likely, from this large dummy crate than you would from like a large prismatic star, like in the same sense. Like trading 4 of these is like 160k XP. Trading these is probably something right around that, maybe a little bit more. So if you are really interested in combat, then these are probably going to be what you really want to focus on. Also, you can just do other bonuses and stuff like that while you're doing combat on them. So it's kind of cool. Either way, both those options are a great way to spend your credits. And overall, I'd say this is a pretty awesome way to like a pretty awesome event. The last thing I want to say here, guys, is that your Vic the Trader and Rick the Trader and Nick the Trader and whoever else is coming next, all those points stack. So if you had some leftover points from Vic the Trader, you're gonna be able to find them in the Nick the Trader this time around. So you'll actually be able to cash those in. And I would assume that if you have leftover points, you'll be able to save those for the next trader as well. So keep that in mind, and that way you're able to get more value out of your points and everything without having to rush it. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.